Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. There are new calls for the resignation of Israel's Prime Minister ahead of a new Lebanon war report this week. Hezbollah said the findings on the 2006 war proved that the Israeli army was defeated and is susceptible to failure again. Israeli opposition party members called the war a reckless decision and said Prime Minister Ehud Olmert should not go on, though he has vowed to stay in office and continue with the current peace talks. Joanna in Italy writes with a critical perspective on the Israeli position. Before there will ever be peace in the Middle East, Olmert and his ilk will have to face the war crimes Israel has committed in the name of self-defense, which have become a thin disguise for right-wing Israeli land grabs. Paula in the UK wonders if anyone is really committed to a resolution. If any of the principal players were taking the peace process seriously, with a genuine desire to see a settlement achieved, they would be talking to Hamas. Mohammed in the US believes the Israeli Prime Minister has an historic opportunity. Olmert should make a televised speech to the Knesset declaring a draft of a peace agreement with Abbas. He should ask for a referendum on his proposals. This will guarantee him a place in history, no matter the results of the vote. Well, asking people around the world what they would do if they were leader of their country for a day has provided some fascinating responses for our open mic segment. Here are some more, this time from Beirut.
I would urge the Parliament to oblige and to issue a resolution prohibiting all citizens to declare themselves as being Christians, Muslims or Sunnis, Shiites, Maronists or whatever, under the punishment of being isolated socially.
I would plant trees all over Lebanon, especially that all the trees were burned recently. As for healthcare, I would try to make free healthcare for all people.
I would inspire young people, children, stop accepting the actual educational system, because I think the actual education system is promoting in a way or another religious beliefs, hierarchy, submissiveness. I think young people should get revolted against this type of education system. That's where we are today is because of it.
That's our open mic. Well, the crisis in Kenya now has the US Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice throwing her support behind a peace initiative led by the former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan. Annan launched formal mediation efforts this week to end the emergency in Kenya that has taken 850 lives. He hopes to settle the immediate political issues within 4 weeks and resolve the broader ones underlying the crisis within a year. Adelaide in South Africa is not too hopeful that the effort will have any positive outcome. Annan has not and never will resolve any conflict anywhere. Criminals and corrupt office bearers have wrested power from the government but are getting red carpet treatment in Europe and the US. Debbie in the UK thinks Annan's efforts may be successful if one particular country keeps away. The US should stay out of Kenya's business. They are a warmongering disaster at the best of times. Hanif in Tanzania puts the responsibility on African nations. Kenya's problem is the whole of Africa's. It's divided by faith and tribes, so it means democracy, which is powered by outsiders, fails to take root. Africa will face the same problem whenever there are elections. Well, there's a new kind of drug dealer in America. It's 10 years since California legalized marijuana to treat a wide range of medical conditions. But now they're introducing vending machines to deal the drug. The machines are stocked with 6 different types of the plant so people can fill their prescriptions any time of day. But recreational drug users aren't too excited. The dispensers are protected by guards and patients need a prepaid security card and a fingerprint ID to access their drug of choice. So thieves will see their efforts go up in smoke. That's it until next time. Do keep sending your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.